boot up DingIR on my computer.
An unexpected error has occurred. Booting the system in safe mode. Error code 727. Potential artifact leak threat.
Looking through the files, we get the following text.
You are in safe mode. Locate the corrupted
Save yourself.
files and drag them to repair center. Warning. Files not converted will be deleted.
Left with little to do, I begin to drag the files into the repair center. A sound of a door being opened, but from who? I repair the final file. The system reboots.
Close this app immediately. Save yourself. And let's delete.
Hello everyone, and welcome to DingIR, a rather special game I found while browsing the internet. Before I ruin the experience for you by spoiling the game, I implore you to go and check out the game for yourself. Currently, it's on sale at Steam for only $4, so if you can, go and support the solo dev who worked on this project. Anyway, let's continue. We are presented with a wall of text explaining DingIR. It states that this was an operating system made by a NetStalker group called NewSpear for researching digital artifacts. As to what those are, we will find out soon enough. As you can see, our character has, I guess, a god/alt style girl as their background, which I find kind of interesting. I begin to click on the various folders, starting with the folder named Content C. It seems we need a password for this one. Clicking on mail, it seems there's no messages for us. So I proceed to NetScan, which has 3 lines of text. This will come into play later. I move on and inspect the shop file, which gives us a shop, as you can guess. This is where the points we earn will come into play. I will explain all these upgrades and so on as we explore this game more. You might be confused on what the fuck is our goal currently, and well, I was too, so let me start by explaining what it is we're trying to do. DingIR is an operating system specifically designed to find anomalies all over the internet. Our job is to find said anomalies and contain/catalog them in order to study its effects. Clicking on info, we can find what anomalies we're trying to find in particular. They essentially explain that in the following folders, we can find examples and materials collected by previous community members about the various types of anomalies we can encounter. Do not worry. These files pose no real danger and are used for trading purposes only. Thank goodness. Hopefully these anomalies aren't like a case like SCP-096 or something, bro. Our first category is Class N, which is described to be everyday objects that have no mystical properties, such as a random photo or a camera looking into a street in America. The next tier is Class R+, which are files that pose a danger to online users. Typically, these objects can cause injuries, headaches, but aren't fatal to users. An example is given to us. After viewing this image, people begin reporting being haunted by the smell of rotten fish and that everything they ate tasted like fish. This effect subsides after 7 days if no further contact with the image is made. Finally, we have Class S, the most dangerous of them all. These pose lethal danger and alter the very reality we live in. K.jpg. This is possibly one of the most dangerous objects on the global network. Even thinking about this object poses a danger. Its origin is unknown, and tracing its first appearance is almost deemed impossible. A person who encounters this object condemns themselves to a sequence of eternal torments incomprehensible to the ordinary mortal, which will inevitably lead to their death. The Content A folder gives us a much needed explanation on how we landed this job in the first place. I assume this is from our perspective. We basically talk about how it was our first time meeting with the NetStalker group and the fact that there were no girls there, even though so many of the guys have anime girl avatars. That explains the goth girl we see as our background. Anyway, we wrote down stating the best part was that we were officially a fully fledged member of the group and have been given access to DingIR. The next one is a picture of who I presume is the MC's family or the NetStalkers he's working with. This one explains the intention behind us joining the community, and it was because we wanted something alive, something that felt real. And the only way is through exploring the depths of the internet in our own eyes. We felt welcome, like these people are similar to ourselves. Our MC believes that beneath all these bots and AI-generated garbage, there's a real hidden digital magic. He further states that the old-timers thought the same way. When the internet first began, digital myths would come to life before our very own eyes. Anyway, moving on, I assume the password to content C was the one in the bottom right corner of the screen, but it was actually way too long for it. What I later found out was that this was for loading our save state, so we can either backtrack or get to where we were again. I started using NetScan to look for anomalies in the internet. It seems we need to do a CAPTCHA of some kind to start scanning. Under category, it gives us various different types of data we can encounter while using NetScan. Some are images, cameras, or even games. Obviously, we already talked about the classes, so I won't go into detail on that. I hit play. Laughter from what appears to be a female. Our first anomaly we encounter is an audio file, and I mischaracterized it as S because I thought anything creepy would be class S, and I get a penalty. You have to keep in mind, we shouldn't stack too many of these penalty points as this can cause some irreversible damage to your computer. Currently, I am playing on normal mode, which allows us to make a total of 15 mistakes, and if we cross that threshold, well, you'll see what happens soon enough. Because I was still confused on how to find each anomaly, I decided to consult the help section. In this page, it explains how whenever we get a correct answer, we get karma points, which we can use to buy items in the shop. And like I just stated, we are awarded penalty points for getting an entry wrong. When we are unsure of a category for the artifact, we can just select other, and this is based on the subject itself within the file. With that being said, let's actually start finding anomalies for real this time. This is interesting. This appears to be a game of some sort. Wait, isn't this the classic jump scare maze game from way back in the day? I continue playing it. Okay, some of these gaps are really tight, so let me fast forward it a bit. Well, I was right. Clicking on info, it states one of the many copies of a horror game popular in the 2000s. It contains nothing but cheap jump scare. Since it doesn't seem to be that anomalous, I place it as N and get it right. Let me be honest with you here. There are over 100+ anomalies in this game, and I'm not willing to go through every single one of them in this video. So instead, I will cherry pick the most important ones that I see and go through those. Our next one shows an image labeled Happy Couple. I read the info. A young couple was brutally murdered in their own home. The serial killer used the victim's blood to draw mysterious symbols all over the photograph. Then, an unknown user under the nickname SS24 seen the photo, report being unable to forget it, and sometimes even see the couple in their dreams. This is clearly an R+ class due to the dreams being stated. After sending the data, I get a message from someone via email. Hi. I'm Anna, a game journalist, and the game asked me to write something here. Well, if you're reading this, it means my messages are actually getting through. In my version of the game, it says I'm a curator, so these messages are the only way for me to progress further in the game. Sorry, I don't even know what's happening myself. Something I immediately noticed is that she looks like the girl from our background. Strange. Why is she a curator? Does she know that this is a game? For now, I go to the shop to see if I can buy anything and was able to spend some points on a CRT filter, which does look cool, but it makes the text blurry to read. I also bought something called NetScan Plus, which is stated to be an improved version of the previous scanner. We need more info on what we need to look for, so I just decided to continue with NetScan. This was the first time I encountered a camera, which just shows an overview of an American town. Naturally, it was a class N. That's when I get another message from Anna. Testing. God, that sounded so cringe to read. Oh my god. Maybe she wants me to respond, but how? This is called a Schumann resonance, which is a real-world phenomenon that happens due to the planetary lightning strikes hitting the Earth and causes electromagnetic waves to come back as a result. What are we even looking for? We might be searching for something judging by the latitude and longitude that it gives. So I find the right wavelength by matching both of these coordinates together. I must say, these sounds are really annoying to listen to because it changes pitch and speed while you're adjusting them. I felt like my ears were on crack or something. Don't worry, this will be the only time that I show this. Our next one is the audio file again.
The guys say there's a place on the net where technology, reality, and dreams intersect. There's no fear, no pain, and everything exists in a single information stream. If only I could run away there.
D-_P. Keep this in mind as we move on. Could this be talking about something related to what we're doing? While scanning for more anomalies, I encountered this picture named H Cave. Reading the info, it explains that while this picture might appear to be an ordinary photo of a cave, it is far from it. Once viewed, a person has an irresistible urge to go to the mountains, find the highest point, and start digging until they're completely covered underground. After being buried, they form a cocoon, and once it cracks, it makes a space similar to a cave. This is our first S-class anomaly. After completing this, we get another message from Anna. Well, interesting. It seems that there are some moderators or a system in the game that checks my messages. But for some reason, I haven't seen any online functionality. How did they manage that? Anyway, I don't get any points for meaningless messages. The game says I have to share my findings with you, and that's the only way I can progress. Well, I'll play by the rules then. Progress to what? I continue on. That's when I encounter another new mechanic, where it seems that we need to hack a system in order to find the next anomaly. Essentially, it's a timing minigame where we match the target given to us from the one below. After doing this, I get another image labeled oldlady.png, which is just an ordinary photo. I thought this was something creepy. One of the more interesting anomalies I get is this image right here of a foggy railway station. The description talks about a particular ritual you can do with the photo by following some rather interesting instructions. And doing so, we can wake up in this place. If you're found here and see some strange hooded figures, don't turn around. Instead, walk forward until you're out of the city and reach a wheat field. Fall asleep and you end up with a small piece of gold and a stalk of wheat in your hand. That's pretty neat. Maybe you could use this to farm some infinite gold. Obviously, this is a rank S+. Now that we got 10 points, I go to the shop and buy an upgrade that automatically tunes the human resonance. Thank God, because that was so fucking annoying to deal with. And then I find a rather interesting anomaly. Plain static. Clicking on the info, we get some text to read. Cold. I'm so cold. Will you give me your warmth? Female laughing again, some grotesque image. After trying to classify the anomaly, we get a message again. I don't know who you are or how you gained access, but you must stop immediately. Is this Anna or someone entirely different? They got the same face though. Ignoring her, we move on. And I find this audio next. A sound that was recorded deep within an abandoned mine can cause panic attacks, headaches, and blurred vision. It is not lethal. I also find another audio from DP
I found
again.
a forum. The local guys there are so smart. They showed me what you can do with a computer. Things even my dad didn't explain. Today they accepted me into their closed group. Seems like I'm the only girl there.
This is the third one. I then get another message from Anna again. Okay, well, I tried to break all the rules and it was pointless. The game will be reloaded and everything will start over. So no matter what instructions you're following there, try not to make any mistakes. I've been reading the instructions here. My version of the game is called Curator and yours is called Inspector. The Inspector must investigate and the Curator helps him on this path. So we're a team. Your success will affect my score too. And also together we can unlock a new functionality in DingIR. Well, let's do our best. Go team! That's really weird. So Anna might be the one that's sending the media we're encountering in DingIR. I also get another audio from DP again.
It's called info overload. We're searching for portals on the deep levels of the net. Don't be afraid. There's everything you could ever wish for. I know. I've seen it. There's even a god.
A god living within the internet? I feel like it has something to do with what we're doing. Another one.
Jimmy pushed me again during recess today. I fell and Mike, his buddy, kicked my backpack. That Jimmy is Mrs. Stewart's favorite. It's useless to complain. And if I do complain, it will only get worse.
This is the first audio file. What is the story going on here? Until we find all of them, we just have to keep on searching for clues. While doing more anomalies, I decided to upgrade my internet speed for more efficiency. I get this wrong and a warning pops up. I see a new program and the same girl from before messages me again. Listen, I'm XDI. I was responsible for developing the in-system messages for DingIR. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. I'm begging you, turn everything off right now, go outside, touch some grass. It's for your own good. I'm not going to. I want to know what's happening more. I decided to click on, how do you pronounce that? I decided to click on siachio.exe and a pop-up comes up.
Cannot launch. Application is already running.
But I have never seen this before. I spot a new folder called example now on my desktop, and so I click it. What are these images? Wow, that scared the shit out of me, and I instinctively just clicked on it. It's the same laughter from that one audio file. I began to read the new text and wow, this was a lot to process. I will explain this later, but while I was reading this for the first time, that doll icon thingy appeared 2 more times and I clicked on them. 3 clicks, just 3 clicks, and after that, a reboot, a black screen. You sit in complete silence, surrounded by darkness, with only your own breath filling the emptiness of the space. You sit like that, motionless, until she appears. No desktop, no mouse cursor, nothing but her all-encompassing form on the screen of your monitor. Her lips on the screen do not move. There is no animation, but you hear her voice in your head. This calm, languid, rhythmic speed hypnotically forces your fingers to reach for the keyboard and begin typing. You don't even know what you're exactly typing or why. You simply do what she tells you, your new goddess. You will do this until your body shuts down on its own. But even in your sleep, you will see her image and hear her voice. When you wake up in the morning and step outside, she will be on every display in your city. People will gather in the city square. Everyone will stand in silence, staring at her image, unable to look away. The air will hold an absolute silence, broken only by the static sound of electrical wires. When people disperse to their homes, the rhythmic clatter of keyboards will fill the world. Billions of people at home and in offices, on the streets and underground, will tap on their keyboards simultaneously. 3 clicks. Just 3 clicks in a reckless curiosity. That was enough to unleash Shiachiko and plunge the entire world into her power. Ending. I think I might have mispronounced it. Honestly, I'm too lazy to go fucking change it again. Okay, so note to self, ignore her completely if you ever get her again. Got it. I log back in and have to start all over again. Okay, this one is way too meta. I don't even know how it knows that I'm making a video or something. That's also when, in the next one, I encounter another game to play. This one seems like a simple one where all we have to do is avoid the enemies and shoot them. It kind of reminds me of old school Doom in a way. After making it through, I find a picture and some info to read. This one originates from Hong Kong, and essentially think of it like Squid Game, but instead of playing games, it's just whoever is last man standing wins. What's creepy is anyone who plays it suddenly wakes up in the very same club and has to beat the other players who died there. This photo, I feel like I've seen it before. This is a portrait of a fellow Netstalker and was taken after the info overload ritual. This ritual is essentially where a person absorbs so many possessed files that they're sucked into another dimension. I get another audio log from
Jimmy just
D_P.
won't let up. It seems like every day he bothers me more. Today, while I was in the cafeteria, they cut up my notebooks with scissors. Ah!
This one seems to be the 4th one. Okay, to now explain NetScan Plus, this is something else entirely, as you're going to see. We have 5 categories this time, and as we know are just normal objects, and then we get to G, which stands for ghosts. These are, well, spirits. They have a transparency to them, and you can kind of tell if they are one. Here is a picture of one. A is for aliens, and these are just beings which don't look like they belong from this planet. They give another example, and then finally we have mimics, which are just skinwalkers or the kind of stuff you see in the Mandela catalog. Kind of obvious to tell. Now let's start using NetScan Plus. This gets pretty boring real fast, not gonna lie, All we're doing is just adjusting the brightness and contrast or using infrared to scan for entities. I won't bore you with this for long. This one is a bit more interesting though. We inspect a person, and if they have 2 or more irregularities, then we could safely assume they are a mimic. After some more ghost hunting, I start getting these weird entities, and my background begins to glitch into this grotesque thing. What is even going on here? As I make more mistakes, it begins to warp badly. I get a message from Anna. New functionality has been revealed to me. Now I can see what you're doing in the game. I saw how you sort all those pictures. Total creepiness. I like it. I'm a huge fan of creepypastas from the 2000s and all those stories about death files, sinister internet legends, and you know, there were even those who believed in it all and who believed it was all real. To be honest, I believed in one story too, but I was just a teenager. So don't you dare laugh. I'm sure since you play games like this, somewhere deep down, you want to believe in scary stories too. Yeah, with age, all that somehow faded. Time changed. The internet stopped being the naive place it once was. But my love for horror stories remained, which is why I decided to become a game journalist. So I can play as many horror games for free as possible. Okay, don't get too comfortable. We still have a game to finish. As I play more, I get another message, this time from XDI. The Schumann resonance keeps fluctuating. Damn it, seems you don't listen to me. What you're doing, it's dangerous. Do you understand? I can see there's someone else inside the system. They're logged into the curator's account. Damn, it seems it's already begun. I have no way to contact them. If you don't stop, they will die too. It all depends on your decision. Netscan Plus isn't available anymore, so I decided to go back to Netscan. Thank God, honestly. I low-key did not like that part at all. Anyway, I start looking for more anomalies. What is going on here? I send my best guess and continue. Another message. I know, it's a lot of information and everything is moving too fast, but listen. Pull yourself together, okay? We'll handle all of this. I can't explain to you what's happening here. It would take too much time, and it would all sound like the ramblings of a madman anyway. So I'm sending you a file now. Can you just run it? I didn't notice that it literally says self-delete.exe, and just click start.
Error 438. Stop. 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 Don't close it. Don't come back. Don't come back. Please help us, please.
My game crashes. Luckily, I can load the save state back. I get another new audio file from DP
Dad
again.
brought a computer today. He showed me how to use the internet. You can keep your diaries here too. And there are so many different places where you can talk to people and even be whoever you want. Be whoever I want.
I thought this was one of the messages I already received, but I got a cool drawing from Anna. Nice skills. So, what do you think? I drew you. Sorry. I don't know what you actually look like, and we have no means of communication. Maybe you don't even exist, and you're just a part of this game. Maybe I'm just talking to a void. Well, that's a new low. Maybe you think I'm not real? I can already hear your smug, of course you're not real. You know, even if this is all just some game trick, I still want to believe that there's a real person sitting on the other side of the screen. So let's pretend that all of this is real. Then maybe, even if just for a moment, will all of this become reality? Let's unravel this game's mystery together. Kinda corny, but I like the enthusiasm. I upgrade some other things which are just some quality of life changes. And after clicking scan, this happens. What is that? After I try and classify that, I get another message from Anna. It seems someone has already played this game before us. Or was it a game at all? I don't even know what to think. I'm sending the folder to your work computer. See for yourself. A new folder appears called Content B. This one talks about the author's various experiences during their first week working for the Netstalker. The next one shows the image that haunted his dreams. And then he talks about the Content C folder and how it's password protected. The only way to get it is to beat a little game another user had made. This is where it gets creepy. While talking to another stalker, they discuss how there are far greater things we're searching for other than various internet anomalies. I asked him, then, what are we hunting for? His answer first made me laugh, but then I realized he was dead serious. He told me that we were hunting for God. The next one is labeled Siachiko.png. That's the exe we encountered earlier. Siachiko is an office worker who runs an online horror game channel. When a video about a mysterious game appeared on our channel, every viewer found an icon for their channel on their desktop. Clicking it only produced an error stating that the application was already running. The victims obsessively rewatched her videos and had the same reoccurring dream. Siachiko watching their work from a giant screen. That's what happened to us. This anomaly was something kind of unusual. It was called pizzapizza.exe and read, "Pizza, pizza, pizza. Click the pizza and earn points." The promotion lasts only 30 days, so hurry up and click 777 points in our pizza clicker to get a promo code for a free pizza. One click, everybody knows the rules. I start clicking it, and this kind of reminds me of cookie clicker. Do you like pizza? Who doesn't love a good slice of pizza? If you feel bad, if you're having a hard time, just eat a slice of pizza. Do you remember your first slice of pizza? I do. Pizza is not just dough, sauce, cheese, toppings. Pizza is a culture that transcends ordinary cuisine. It is a lifestyle. It is a declaration. I choose comfort, convenience, taste, and texture. I am the master of my life, and I am a pizza lover. Is that Hawaiian pizza? Ugh. What good is a world without pizza, right? I could eat pizza every day and nothing but pizza. Would you kill for pizza? What a strange question. Would you kill for the most delicious slice of pizza in the world? I would kill. I know you would do it too, because you're still clicking. You want to try it out, don't you? Want to try the most delicious slice of pizza? The very one I killed a man for. Well then, find me and I'll give you that chance. All you need is a promo code. It's your pass to the world of perfect pizza. P777. We might need to put this somewhere. Our database contains no data on this object. You will have to trust your intuition. I tried typing in the password into Content C, but it was too short. I get another message from XDI. Damn it, it didn't work. Will you just listen? This isn't a game. It's not an operating system. It's a machine to trigger the end of the world. How can you not understand that? Right now, you're its primary trigger mechanism. God damn it. After that, I get another file from DP. Listen, I managed to find some information about the symbol that's everywhere inside this OS. DingIR, a Sumerian symbol meaning deity. And as you know, the Sumerians were essentially the first civilization with technology and writing. There are many conspiracy theories built around them. Ouch, my head started hurting. Damn, even got a nosebleed right now. Crap, I don't even know why I'm still writing anything here. Need to go sleep. Come back tomorrow. Let's play. Is she experiencing information overload, maybe? Whoever D_P is, they might have joined the Netstalkers without knowing it. Wait, the background. They have a nosebleed too. Enjoy this audio I found while looking around. If you're constipated or watching this video while sitting in the bathroom, this is great news for you. Another message again. It's over. We've already passed the point of no return. There's no stopping it now. They deceived us back then, just like they're deceiving you now. This was all planned by the puppet masters from Project Qualitas. Who am I even explaining this to? We're all fucked. I tried opening Netscan and the same message that popped up from the Plus version. Then, while I was browsing the Upgrades tab,
Folder password 1408.
I type it in. A single document appears before it. I click Event Horizon. After everything I've seen here, I have no doubt that this place is real. But is it worth playing with such things? Well, I've already gone too far. All those files I've processed through myself. Tomorrow is the info overload ritual, the final stage that will reveal the red door to us. Beyond it lies the event horizon. There is no return from there. Damn it, it's over for me anyway. They won't let me go now. Images start popping up. Is that blood?
Anna is dead.
You're next. You're next.
Our computer starts glitching.
You're next. You're next.
You are next.
A dirty, rumpled bed. A dusty table, wooden cabinets. In the cabinets on the shelves, behind the glass door, stand books on the history of ancient civilizations, standing and gathering dust. White noise. It's the computer fan spinning. The noise disappears only late at night, and even then, not always. The air is stable. The dim light of the monitor. It is the only source of light here. On the bed, I am lying, my eyes twitching. Today, the left one. Sometimes the radiator next to the bed makes noise. Today it didn't explode. That's good. Of course, it's not out of the question that it will explode tomorrow. For a while, I stare intently at it. No, it probably won't explode after all. Maybe? I force my body to get up. My head is spinning. Calm down. I'm not dying yet. Although, something is stinging near my heart. It must be the neurologia. But what if it's a heart attack? I clench my fist. It seems to clench. My arm isn't numb. Not a heart attack, but anything is possible. I inspect the pipes coming from the radiator. They're not leaking. I can calm down. The floor under my feet is warped, seemingly not more than usual. It probably shouldn't collapse, I suppose. I examined the table. Plates had piled up. In the plates, candy wrappers. In the wrappers, forks. Nearby, empty pill packets. Did I forget to take my pills? I don't remember. Then again, it's better not to take them at all today. Otherwise, I might suddenly take a larger dose than needed. Empty plastic bottles. Empty plastic food containers. All of this surrounded the additional monitor, which is also standing on the table. Wires. A lot of wires. They, like veins, run all over the table and stretch further to the bed, where a laptop lies, and from it, wires also stretch across the room to the power strip. I examine the power strip. Today's another day. It isn't sparking, although sometimes I feel like it's about to start. Try to step carefully on the floor so as not to step on the accumulated trash. What if I slip and die? The food is late today. What if the courier ate my food, spat in my food? What if he poisoned my food? What if the order has been delivered? I need to wait a little longer to make sure he's really gone and not lying in wait to suddenly jump out and hit me on the head. I'm going back. As long as I'm alive, I must continue working. Today, I dreamed of her again. Her smile, her body. She suggested how I could implement the new feature. I need to add it urgently. I need to continue working on DingIR. Then I will be with her forever. She promised. We are deeply convinced that the time has come to unite the science and the spiritual aspects of human life into one. Consciousness cannot be defined by the scientific method alone. Human consciousness exists outside the body. It is connected to the external field where all other consciousness reside. This infinite information flow constitutes a single superconsciousness. The consciousness of each individual is connected to their body by an invisible thread, similar to how people control characters in a computer game today. Their body is in the space of our real world, while their avatars exist in the space of the digital world. When a person controls their digital avatar, they're able to fully immerse themselves in the digital world. In exactly the same way, consciousness controls the body. Consciousness resides in the field of superconsciousness and controls our body here on Earth. The space of dreams is a borderland between reality and the space of superconsciousness. During sleep, there is an opportunity to connect to various fields of superconsciousness. For example, to the field of ideas. It is not coincidence that various scientists and artists receive their ideas in their sleep. Moreover, the same scientific discoveries could occur simultaneously in completely different parts of the earth. We explain this by the fact that people, by connecting to the field of ideas, are able to extract from the flow of superconsciousness the information carried by billions of consciousness. The global network is a new innovation, and we have yet to fully comprehend the scale of its impact on our reality. Today, it is impossible to imagine a person who does not use the internet. Only a few such individuals remain. Consequently, the consciousness of billions of people is concentrated in this digital space. Their will, their dreams, suffering, and desires. All of this pours out as a single information stream within the digital network. All this energy has given rise to a new field of digital consciousness. Within this field, digital artifacts have begun to emerge. Objects capable of not only altering the digital environment, but also influencing the very fabric of reality. In response to this, the New Sphere, a community of network researchers, was created. What did I just read? Net scan is not working. Get out! You just can't stop, can all these horrible files, debts, you need more. Or are you worried about Anna? Don't worry, she's here too, with us. One more time and there will be no turning back. Are you sure? We knew you were one of us. There couldn't have been anyone else in your place. Now you're sitting one-on-one with this obscure, strange name that you didn't quit. You've reached this moment because it is your destiny. Or are you not? Maybe you're just a viewer watching a video on some random YouTube channel, about to switch it off. Or maybe you're voicing these words for your viewers right now. In any case, you are here, and it's not for nothing. You were meant to see these lines. DingIR is not a game. It's not a program, not a visual novel. It appears in many different forms, under different names. It calls to us. It craves to us. I will show you. You just have to go beyond the horizon. How does it know that this is a video? How does it know I'm making a video? I click on the event horizon. A door appears. I knock on and take a look inside. I take a look around before walking forward. A chair and a body next to it. I interact with it. All you ever do is lie around all day. You should go get a job, like all normal people. Nagging. Nothing but nagging. What if I can't? I just can't do anything. Normal people. Who are they? To hell with everyone. I'll log into DingIR today. At least someone's waiting for me there. Those holes on the wall remind me of DingIR's background. I push forward. They're sitting on a chair, arguing with the wall. Loser, what a loser I am. If you try hard, you will definitely succeed. Just be yourself. That's all nonsense, complete rubbish. No, I know for sure. Our life is just a matter of chance. Whatever card fate dealt you with, that's the one you'll die with. If you were born a loser, you will die a loser. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much effort you put in, it's all pointless. It's like eye color, like a chronic disease. That's why I came to this place, to find it. But to not beg like the others. I have no need for handouts. Why did he deal me this damn loser card? I find another person, this time covered in red, leaning against the wall. Darkness, darkness, terrible thoughts. I can't stop them. I can't help myself. I just keep thinking about the worst. Well, somewhere at least one good memory must exist. Is it really true that even a small spot of light cannot be found in this boundless darkness? In my head, there is only darkness. I can't go on like this anymore. Let me out of my head. I go outside. Giant figures towering all over us, and the sky is filled with red mist. The OS symbol can be found looming over a spear with a man hunched over, holding it. I see a man kneeling to it. Tell me, do you know me? I'm no exception. You're also one of us, right? Netstalker? Wait, the person from that picture? Otherwise, how else could you have ended up here? Damn it, I didn't think it was all true. Is this really the promised paradise behind the red door? We're just puppets. XDI was right. We should have gotten out while we still could. I find a door and proceed to enter through. What is this place? A trap door, perhaps? What the fuck are those things? Swaying in the dark, sprouting from the walls? In a corner, I find a person with a gun to their head. I grab it. I try interacting with them, but no text comes out. Then, I notice the health icon and bullets to my lower left. I aim it at one of those things, and red mist comes out of it. I start shooting at those things, blocking my path, and proceed through. There are two beams of flesh jutting out of the walls, and a person seemingly stuck in between. It's the same dialogue from when we first encountered them. I continue walking through until I am met with a red spear with some ammo next to it. And that's when I encountered a black one running towards me. I started frantically shooting at it and thankfully was able to take it down. Seems like there are more types of these creatures than I thought. I go through a room on my right and encounter a desk and a person laying beside it. Does he have a gun to his head as well? The next room has the same similar thing. Further ahead, I find a DingIR symbol on top of a chair, and consuming it gives me additional 25 HP that decays over time. I look to my left and go through the door, luring me outside. I find more mobs to defeat. One of the rooms has a bunch of ammo and health to find, and the next one has dog-like creatures that start chasing me around. Another new mob. I climb up the stairs and spot a head, the symbol again, and some more mobs to kill. After proceeding through another door, I encounter a new area with a red door. I went around looking for a key to open it up. I then find 3 chairs with a spear on it. What do all of these even mean? Statues or people crouched down? Going outside, I find more I can interact with. They say that if you jump down, you won't die. You'll just return back to your own world. But who knows if that's true? No one has ever come back from there. I don't want to jump, but I can't go on living like this either. Shit. There's no way out down there anyway. If we knew for sure, we would have all jumped long ago. But I will jump. I will definitely jump. Do you hear me? I will do it. Anything is better than sticking around in this miserable world, experiencing nothing but pain. I'm afraid. I'm scared. Having no choice, all I can do is jump into the black abyss. A text file. I click it. After passing through the red door, I found myself facing a text file once again. I opened it. Inside were these very lines that I'm reading right now. My thoughts are recorded here, but I didn't even write this. It's as if the lines are filling themselves out, slightly ahead of my own thinking. What if I look away? What if I just close everything? What if I think of something random? It's useless. I can't escape this text. My thoughts are being duplicated on the screen non-stop. No matter what I think, it's already here. And this thought, and this thought, and this thought. I'm going insane. All that's left is to press OK. I click OK. In this endless stream, where we are but wandering waves that occasionally collide with each other, new anomalies are born from these collisions. There is no pain here, no joy or sorrow, no God here either. There is only information. This system. We're all destined to end up here. When it accumulates enough energy, the 3rd phase will begin. And for now, welcome. Tomorrow, you will become one with us. We will come for you in your dreams. The game ends. There is one other ending that I haven't covered yet, and this is the failed one, where if you get enough anomalies wrong, this happens. Stay calm. The authorities are doing everything possible to stabilize the situation. Did you see it too? Dude, check it out. My door is talking. Today, my dad came to see me. He died a couple of years ago. I think I'm going crazy. I opened the door today and my apartment had become incredibly small. And who am I supposed to report this to? Help me, I have nowhere to go. The world was not prepared for a sudden confrontation with such a large number of anomalies at once. This triggered a chain reaction and opened the door for new anomalies. The already unstable world has turned into a realm of chaos. Now all that remains for you is to live in this cursed world, born from your careless attitude. And how was DingIR OS? Man, did this project take forever to make. I felt really demotivated after a certain point. The script itself is over 45 pages long. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and sub to my channel. We're so close to hitting 2,000 subs, which is just unbelievable. Of course, go and support the dev. I've heard they are also making a new project that is going to come out soon. In any case, the next video I make, I expect to be the longest video I've ever made on this channel, and I have made some long ones. So be sure to be on the lookout for that one. As always, thank you so much for watching till the end. Peace. For those of you that have made it all the way to the end, I have a special 3rd ending I haven't shown yet. Do you remember the code we got from the Pizza minigame? Well, if you put this in where it says load state, this happens. The NetStalker, who was one of the founders of DingIR OS, was a huge pizza fan. Every day, he would browse fresh reviews of pizzerias, search for new recipes in the deepest corners of the internet, and tried to cook the best pizza in the world. Of course, he collected all anomalies related to pizza and or cheese. Every evening, he would experiment with these, trying to link the mystical properties of the digital anomalies to the properties of real pizza. Cheese was responsible for developing the first version of NetScan, and he's the one who embedded all the pizza-related anomalies into it. It was a simple trap, built on curiosity, and you fell into it, like a mouse wanting to taste a fresh piece of cheese. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you will find yourself inside a small restaurant. There will be no windows, and all doors will be sealed shut. Nowhere to run. You will experience an endless sense of hunger. Every day, you will be offered one slice of pizza and a glass of water. Your task, along with thousands of other NetStalker prisoners, is to taste the pizza and give your rating. This will continue until cheese creates the perfect specimen of pizza that will satisfy everyone. That day will never happen. Ending C. Okay, for real this time, thank you so much for watching these. These projects take a lot of effort to make. From the scripting to the editing, everything is human made. I appreciate anyone who watches these videos because I typically get like 200 views on a video, and every one of those matter to me a lot. Peace.